What is going on, Raiders, and welcome back to the second episode of the clan tournament. And after a relaxing night, I'm ready to get back into the fights again. When having a look at the rankings in the clan, we can clearly see that some members did some work while I was away, cause I've moved from the second place to the 8th one, but still I guess we'll able to catch up on that, and maybe at the end of the day we'll be able to claim again the spot in the first 3. So most importantly, let's also check out the stats of the other clans and how we are performing compared to them. So it looks like we're able to move further away from the 6th place, which is good as we wish to stay in the top 5. And also we are getting closer to Brazil, which is keeping us with 8,000 Valor away from the 4th place. Overall we have almost 6 more days to go, and I'm looking very much forward to a close tournament in which we hopefully turn out as one of the winners. So let's head back into the fights and let's see what is gonna happen there. So almost 200 Valor later, we are going to fight against 2, 4, let's just call him random number, and I found the stronghold standing so lonely that I couldn't resist to burn it down. So I'm just sending in some archers and a dark magician to take on that job, but while they're taking care of that building, I've realized that this base is actually quite easy to beat, especially after the archers triggered the traps in front of those bunkers, simply for the fact that when traps are standing in such positions, it's commonly a signal that there are none within the base itself, which makes it really easy to go on rampage within the core. So I'm sending in marauders on the opposite side of the base because I don't want them to run into the traps, which are definitely in the area of the bunkers, and then I'll drop in a healing barrel onto them as soon as they break through that double layered wall, through which also the archers go, and therefore most of the troops are in the area of effect of this barrel and can be healed from all those attacks. So as you can see, bases become now stronger and a lot more force is needed to 3-star them, but still they're not that complex, and therefore it's very easy to find weak spots of most of the bases. Due to the fact that I've started very late, I'm using some more archers to deal with those buildings on the outside, and then I'm doing here a mistake of throwing in another healing barrel on my marauders, although most of them got full health. There's no doubt about that we will win this fight, but in the end that costs time, and we'll definitely miss that one in one of the coming battles. So you wanna definitely make sure that you use those troops and resources wisely, but even though we will be out of troops after this fight, I can show you now a small strategy with which we can compensate for that. So after this fight it looks like that we are out of troops and need to wait for all troops to be reproduced, but we'll not waste time on that. So during the production process we'll hunt for those lonely strongholds we saw in the previous fight, and I'm using for that most often the Dark Magician because they just become very useless from this point onward. They are too weak and take away space from marauders and archers, which are much more valuable compared to them. So always make sure not to rest, because from 1000 Valor plus you can get a lot of free Valor when you just keep searching for it. Close after having reached 1900 Valor, we are spotting Antonio Gomez DE, and unfortunately you cannot see this in the replay feature, but this guy got attacked previously, which should have triggered most of his traps already, and this definitely gives us a higher chance on 3-starring this base. And to do so we are coming from the bottom left with the marauders, followed by some archers, as I want to get into the middle of this base as fast as possible. My first priority here is that I want to deal with those crystal spires also very early to have no problems with them later. Alright, I'm sending in a couple of more archers into the fight to take care of the stronghold and to let them also move into the center to give the marauders some additional fighting power. Then there comes my second group of marauders, and they'll go for that crow's nest on the bottom right, who then take its fire on them, which is good for the reason that my archers can do a job without being attacked. When the other group of the marauders reaches the other side of the base, I'm using archers on the opposite side to take out that defense a lot faster. As you can see, there are no traps activated, and these bases are also necessary at some point because it becomes really hard to defeat strong bases very fast after another. So with the help of such bases without traps, it is possible to still remain at a high speed in the tournament. You don't need a lot of barrels for those, and also no cannoneers or other troops which take long to be produced. Of course those aren't always easy to find, but if you keep searching you will find them. And if you do so, don't hesitate to take them down without mercy. That's gonna actually do it for the last clip of this video. It seems like we're almost done here, only one building remaining, and to wrap it up, let's check out the stats of the clan and how we are performing compared to the other clans, and especially if we made it back to the 3rd place in the clan and if we were able to claim the 4th place in the global ranking of the clan tournament. Alright, seems like that we are at the end of the day, back at the 3rd place and very close to the 2nd one, and that we've got some distance to the 4th one, but not much. it should be easy to catch up on me during the night. Most importantly, let's see how we are performing against all those other clans, and with 5 days remaining, we are so far at the 4th place, as we've managed to overcome Brazil with 2000 Valor, which is not much, so we need to be careful there because they can easily do a comeback. I don't really want to talk about catching up to the 3rd place right now. I don't think we'll make it there, as some of the members in the clan haven't started really playing, but so far so good, we're still in the top 5 with the first timer clan. That being said, for tomorrow we're gonna make it above 2000 Valor and maybe change our attacking strategy, which depends on if we are still able to find easy bases or not. So make sure to tune in. If you like this series, give me some feedback, and that's gonna do it for today. This is it from me. Have a great raid. Peace out.